Fighting games, a genre I love. I love this genre to death, but I've actually never really played it. So you're probably wondering, how the hell could you love fighting games but not even play them? Well, it's actually because of the small little series you probably never heard of. You know, I really doubt any of you heard this, you know.
Hey, what's going on, man? Come on in. You ready to play? Hey guys, look who's here. Yo! Hey, what's up? Come on!
Ah yes, Friday night fisticuffs. Every Friday was such a special day. You would get up, get ready for a new day, and then BAM! There it is. Something for you to watch. It basically became routine at one point. Every Friday you would watch a new fisticuffs video. However, I joined in kinda late. I still have a huge backlog to watch, which I'm kinda happy about. Now I'm using past tense because, as many of you probably know, the Super Best Friends channel went their separate ways and split off to go do their own things, as it ended approximately 2 years ago. But oh no, this was not the end. Wooly, one of the members of the channel, went on to somewhat continue the show in a series called Get Into Fighting Games, which not only has one of the best YouTube logos ever, but also one of the best intros ever. This is honestly top tier stuff.
Hey, what's going on, man? Come on in. You ready to play?
And just like that, I was in. Hell yeah. That shit is so hype. God, it's so good. So what's the difference with Friday Night Fisticuffs and Get Into Fighting Games? Well, Get Into Fighting Games has a bit more focus on actually teaching you the game. Wooly will sometimes just talk about the game, or sometimes he'll have a guest on with him that helps explain the game, someone who's more well-versed in the series, to help explain certain aspects of the game and to try to get you interested. And also, how could I forget Reggie, his co-partner in this? The two of them are the ones that are usually always together in this series, along with whatever guests they may or may not have. So with this series being a thing, I thought, why don't I actually get into fighting games? And so, I'm gonna do just that. And actually, I'm going to be using Willie's guide for it and see how it works out. Let's see if I can actually get into fighting games. Thankfully, there's actually a Steam sale, so I took advantage of that and picked up a few games. Let's see how this works out. Now, actually selecting a game. Willie actually made a video about what fighting games are good for beginners. I'll be using this as a guide throughout the video to see if I can actually get into fighting games. Let's consult the guide.
Let's think about this from another point of view. What is a bad fighting game for newbies to get into?
I don't know, because you need to put in the time. You need to love it enough.
I think a bad fighting game for new players is Marvel 2. I'm Marvel 3. 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 I'm Marvel
3. Okay. Shit. Shit. Okay, I can do this, I can do this. Won't you're my favorite. You're my favorite one. You're my favorite one. You're my favorite brother. I fucking... Okay. Oh my god. Oh, that was cool. That was cool. Oh, I love this song. Oh my god. Oh. Oh my god, I gotta do it. Oh my god, I did it! I did it! I did it! Oh my god, I can do this. I can do this. Oh my god. Oh. Let's see. We got training. So, problem with Marvel vs. Capcom 3 and the whole series in general. There's no tutorials. You wanna know how to play this game? No one's gonna help you. just go in, look up YouTube tutorials, but in the game, there's nothing to teach you or help you to even improve. Even Wooly mentioned this in his video, where he goes into a tiny bit of detail on why Marvel vs. Capcom isn't that good for beginners, and playing it, yeah, I completely agree with basically everything he says.
I think those are just not going to help you in any way.
Because?
They're as fast as fighting games get.
Okay.
They're as complex with execution as fighting games get. And there's no systems to help you in the beginning. You get touched and you'll die. And if you don't know how to do your own version of that, then you'll just keep losing.
And just keep losing, I did. Basically, I just looked at the command list, tried to do some moves, and that's basically all I had to guide me. Well, I also did accidentally find some stuff myself, which was pretty cool. Without looking at move lists, I accidentally pulled off a special, and that's how I learned how to do specials. Which is probably how it felt like back in the arcade days. Yeah, I'm kinda young, I'm only 18 years old, so I never really got to experience it. But those games didn't really teach you how to do combos and specials. I guess there was an attempt, like the Fatal Fury games did this. I guess it's better than nothing. It's like, hey, bro, did you blink? Did you blink? Well, good luck playing the fucking game, idiot. Like, here is Dante's move list. I really love Dante, because, like, Devil May Cry is one of my favorite video game series, if not my favorite, up there with the Yakuza. But, like, man, this is some shit right here. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be leaving this game for later on. Once I get better at other fighting games, I will definitely come back to this one. But man. So yeah, Marvel vs. Capcom 3, good game, really good game. It's keeping me with this character, its cast. Man, I love these characters. I really want to play them, but it seems kind of difficult. So I'll definitely go back to this one day. Anime fighters, you know them. You got your Dragon Balls, your Guilty Gears, your Blast Blues. On what is his name? So, to get a taste of anime fighters, I decided on Guilty Gear Xrd Revelator. The graphics, oh, it's what they used for Dragon Ball FighterZ, and oh boy, did you see the next game? Oh, beautiful. I love the style so much. Oh, it's so good. But yeah, let's see how this goes. I heard it actually does have one of the most in-depth tutorials ever. Alright. Let's do the tutorial.
Salt versus Jack O. Get ready to rock.
早くドローンしましょう。グッジョブ。ウハウハね。ブイブイ言わせに行くわよ。
Guilty Gear actually has a heavily detailed tutorial which basically teaches you everything, which is very nice. But
ドローンしましょう。
I still suck at it. I swear to God, I look like that one Cuphead
ブイブイ言わ
journalist.
せに行くわよ。
This is really embarrassing, God. And this doesn't even mention the port. That took me almost 13 minutes to do, and I gave up and I still couldn't do it. There was this combo, it was making me do this combo, and I sucked and I didn't understand what it wanted me to do. Maybe it wanted me to like wait longer between hits. I tried that, I tried everything for 13 minutes, and then I eventually said, screw it. I'm done with this game. So you're probably wondering, wow, you're pathetic quitting a game just because you couldn't do a combo in a tutorial? Nah, that's actually not why I'm quitting. I found out this game has shitty netcode, and honestly, like, if I could play another Guilty Gear game with amazing netcode, with rollback in fact, and that is equally as hype and has great pixel art. Why do I just spend my time with that instead of wasting my time with this game? And so I did that. So after practicing against some CPUs, I decided, alright, it's time. Let's do arcade mode.
Please select your character.
Okay.
Heaven or hell. Duel. Let's rock.
Oh my god. What is happening? Oh my god! What was that? What did I just do? I supposed to pull this shit ever. Oh, fuck you. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Oh! Fucking. Go! Get fucked! Oh. It is safe to say that I love this game. It is so hype. Everything about it. You do this really cool, like, ooh, into space movie. You go pow, pow, pow. It's the coolest shit ever. Oh my god, it's so cool. I love it. And even though I suck at it, I'm definitely going to be sticking with it. As, you know, what Reggie said.
What is a bad fighting game for newbies to get into?
I don't know, because you need to put in the time. You need to like love it enough.
And that's basically it with me in Guilty Gear XX. I fell in love the second I played this game. It's so fun. Everything about it I love. And I'm going to stick with it and see if I can improve. Tekken! One that is really hard to get into. Because, well, it doesn't have a tutorial. Yeah. The funniest reason is because Harada was like, hey, no one reads those fucking instructions. Why don't we include the tutorial into the story mode? So the story mode teaches you as you play on into the story mode, and also ramps up in difficulty. I kind of think this is a really smart idea, but at the same time, skimming my fucking tutorial before I play it, it would be really nice, and I would have liked that a bit more instead of having to play a whole entire story mode to just understand how the hell to play this game, especially as a newcomer. God damn! It's Tekken, so fun to watch. This is definitely one of those games that's very easy to pick up since the buttons just represent what fist or blade you're hitting them with. But this game, you could tell, it's definitely deeper than this. This game probably goes super deep. And seeing the competitive stuff, yeah, definitely. So easy to get into, hard to master. I love it. And I'm going to be sticking with it. However, I need to take time to play that story mode, however long it is. So I kind of put this one on the back burner. But Tekken, I'll come back for you. I'll come back for you.
Get ready for the next battle.
Street Fighter V, the game that sucked at launch, but thankfully due to improvements, it's now an actual, good game, also known as what it should have been at launch. But hey, that's fine, whatever. This game was actually the topic that the question was asked, hey, what's a good game for people to get into, for beginners, in Wooly Versus video?
Wooly, after your time with Street Fighter V last night, do you think it's a good game for fighting game newbies to get into?
And honestly, I think this one is very good. First of all, it has an actual tutorial, albeit a very simple and kind of bad one. It teaches you the bare minimum, but that's fine. A cool little thing about the tutorial is that it's actually a part of the story, a really nice touch that I like. And of course, the training mode is good, as in all modern fighting games, gives you extensive move lists and gives pretty good clear instructions on how to do everything. The game even has combat trials that let you try out different combos created by the developers, and It even shows you demonstrations if you can't figure out how to do it. This is perfect. It could be improved, obviously, maybe have more extensive details, but still, this is very, very good. In fact, Skullgirls is another game that has something like this. However, Skullgirls is a lot more difficult. It is more like a Marvel vs. Capcom game in difficulty sense. The inputs are very easy, everything's very easy to understand. The game is kind of footsie based, but it's more like press the dash button. So everything's very grounded, there's nothing crazy going on, but it's still very, very fun. The combos you can do are very fun, I'm loving this. Honestly, I think this is one of the best games for beginners. While other games do have better tutorials and teach you better, this one is still a very simple game, but not too simple. It still has a few complexities to it, so you can still learn your motions, your dragon punches, your Hadokens, your Shoto characters, you have rushdown characters. It's got everything every fighter has, but not too difficult. It's that nice middle ground. I recommend anyone who wants to get into fighting games to try this game out. It does have its problems though. The online is kinda shit, but what do you expect? It's a fighting game made in Japan. Kinda sucks, but oh well. Hopefully developers catch on that rollback netcode is the best choice. Just like a Guilty Gear XX. It's the online there is perfect. Same with Skullgirls. I really hope they catch on one day. So, what did I learn from this? Well, not much really. Any fighting game is really good for beginners. Most modern ones really guide your hand. The only stuff I wouldn't recommend is the more difficult stuff, where inputs are much more harder to do. That's why something like Street Fighter V, while still having the inputs and the stuff that's in normal fighting games, it teaches you the fundamentals. So you can learn on and then jump into the other harder games and then learn those games, so on and so on. And there's even easier stuff. I've heard that Fighter Z is pretty easy. So, that's all I gotta say. Pick up a fighting game. Start at it. Make sure it's not too difficult, but most importantly, make sure it's one that you like. The other games I'm currently not getting into, I like Tekken 7 and Marvel vs. Capcom, very interesting to me, and I plan to get into those soon, once I just get better at fighting games in general. That's all for this video. I hope you liked it. Maybe think about liking and subscribing. I've got more videos on the way. Sorry this one took so long. It mostly switched ideas throughout making it. That was the biggest problem. I had a bunch of different ideas. Originally it was going to be focused all on Willie's channel, and I thought, nah, I don't want to do a video just about someone else's channel that feels kind of leeching off of, you know? So I just sort of switched it to this and told you a little story about me getting into fighting games and hoping to inspire you to get into fighting games. Pick one up. My Twitter is linked in the description below, and that's all. See you guys later. Have a good week.